Yeah, I hope everybody's doing good, considering the bullshit we go through. It's legitimate. Legitimate cough. Getting targeted is no fun. It's like, why can't I live my life? Why can I not live my life? But it is what it is. Don't want to say all in God's plans, but basically it's all in God's plans. Can't really tell anybody. Excuse me, that's legitimate. Can't really tell anybody about the program because they either think you're crazy, you're paranoid, you're on drugs. It's a bunch of crazy shit. Meanwhile, the authorities get the right to harass you, wipe your civil rights away, as if they didn't even exist. Yeah, that's a bitch, man. I can't really, I can't really say nothing except shit stay strong. And even stay strong, that shit sound cliche as fuck. It's hard to deal with these motherfuckers. Definitely not easy. Damn, they have to retrain your brain to perceive this as being life for, forever. This is what life is gonna be like. But on a higher scale, though. Most definitely on a higher scale. Yep. I think it's bad now. We're just targeted individuals, or just to make messengers. You get to see what that shit's doing to us, and you get to see them harassing us. And but when this shit hits the global, I think especially the people that don't want to get the chip, a lot of people say, I'm not gonna get the mark of the beast. I remember that used to be a thing. People used to be like, excuse me, that's legitimate. But people used to be like, I'm not getting the mark of the beast. Fuck that shit. I'm not getting the mark of the beast. But the same people who said they're not getting it, those are going to be the main ones getting it. And they're going to usher it in as something good. Like, for instance, that Neuralink, that'll help you get your limbs back to working, and, all this extra shit. But, You know, it's gonna be more than that. Broadcasting voices and shit to your head. V2K. Man, just think if the medical industry could get their hands on the technology. They've already given it to the police departments, you know. Maybe not all of it, but they've given a lot of it to the police departments. So you gotta figure, you know, medical personnel and all types of other people, just black market type people. You know, once they get their hands on that type of shit, the medical industry is gonna be popping. People go say they hear voices, all types of shit. Where they're really not even hearing voices. They're hearing voices, but not from their mental, from devices. Crazy. Yep, I'm just a lab rat, an involuntary lab rat. Involuntary lab rat. Remote control human being. And if you're not targeted, excuse me, that's legitimate. If you're not targeted, as of yet, don't think that you're not remote control, because you're a remote control human being as well. As long as they can send synthetic telepathy to you, voice to skull, track and follow you, harass you, throw colors in your face to try and trigger you, you're remote control. And honestly, like, the only thing really that can defeat this is your knowledge of the program, like your knowledge of what they're trying to get you to do. Like, that's the literal only fucking defense you have against this shit. Mental defenses, at least. Like, I mean, physical defense, you can shield yourself, but I don't think there's enough shielding in the world to, you know, keep these people from doing what they're doing. Really, the only thing, you know, you're doing is prolonging it. You know, prolonging what they're doing with this. If you're gonna shield, because there's definitely no getting away from these frequencies. You know, they're hitting you with from the satellite. They got drones, and we are literally like in their box, if you will. Like, they have us in their box. And in their box, they do pretty much anything they want to us with, you know, devices and shit. Electronically, from a distance. don't think for 1 second that you're immune to this fucking program. Don't think for 1 second it'll never happen to you. It might not happen to you, but, you know, be prepared, because it may happen to you. Especially you go against the wrong person, or you speak out about what they don't want you to speak out against. Like, the synthetic telepathy and implanting thoughts, implanting memories and shit, like it's not cool, man. It's not cool. And while they're doing that to you, somebody's just sitting on the other side laughing at that shit, while the fucking street stalkers film and harass you, going through what you're going through with them. Evil program, ladies and gentlemen. Very evil program. People are killing themselves. People are killing other people. I can't stress and stipulate that enough. Like, it's not right. They're turning us into fucking mass shooters and shit. And when I say us, I just mean like the targeted community. All of us, all of us aren't gonna, break down like that. But, a lot of us do. And it's not right, man, because it's by design. Like, this shit is happening by design. They figured out a way to, make motherfuckers flip out, and they're perfecting it. You gotta imagine, you gotta think. I get burned with microwaves 24/7. And I might be putting a little too much on it. Maybe not 24/7, but I get burnt with microwaves a good percentage of the day. What is it for me to fucking find out I got cancer, or anybody going through the electronic harassment, the microwaves and EMFs and shit? It's nothing for somebody to be like, fuck it, man. They gave me cancer, I'm about to die anyways. I'm finna go get as many of these motherfuckers as I can. Or, I'm never gonna be able to live my life and have, a value of life. Like, my life is gonna be, like, unvaluable, like, devalued. Like, my life is devalued. So, fuck it. If I'm gonna have to go through this for the rest of my life, then fuck it. And then next thing you know, another person flips out. And fucking, because they don't want to go through this harassment. Not only do they not want to go through the harassment, but they can't even fucking turn to anybody, because anybody that they've turned to is either gonna, they've already been, they've already been corrupted, if you will. So either they've been corrupted and they're gonna tell you that, placate you. You need to go to the hospital. Maybe you need some help. You need to see a psychologist. Or they're really gonna think like maybe he's on drugs, or, without the interference of the gang stalkers or the perps or whatever you want to call them. terrorists in my book, but you know, if they've already been compromised, you know, they're gonna just placate you. And if they haven't been compromised, they're still gonna think like, you know, this shit is way out. You have to be like a person who knows how to think for themselves, a person that can look outside the box, if you will, because a lot of this program is about thinking outside the box, but then a lot of it is about common sense. You know, you see something repetitive, you know, there's something to that. Like, this shit isn't by coincidence, especially when it's repetitive over and over and over, shit that you just don't see, right? So when it's like that over and over and over, and people still can't see it, you know, it's either because they know what's going on and they don't want the shit to hop onto them. They just don't know how to use their common sense, or they've been compromised. So those are all three of the, you know, scenarios, basically, of people that y'all have to deal with. You know, maybe 1 out of 100 will fucking get it and be able to see, like, what's going on. But, you know, most people, they can't even see what's going on in the world. Like, they can't spell, like, fake news is like their fucking go-to for anything. You know, fucking fake news, and they fall for it. So, you know, you gotta figure if these people are falling for fake news, excuse me, it's legitimate. If these people are falling for fake news, then, you know, they'll fall for pretty much anything. Why is my shit not turning off? What's good, bro? Let me listen to. Yeah, I was just saying, bro. Like, you know, a lot of us in this motherfucker. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is, man. Obsession. But they're just evil, man. You gotta think these are evil people. To be able to do this to another person and not think nothing of it, it's something to that, man. It's something to that. And we're just the test subjects. You feel me? This shit is, you know, eventually this is gonna hit on a larger scale, a way larger scale, especially like people don't want to take vaccines. All we gotta do is sick the fucking harassers on them, the domestic terrorists, the gang stalkers, whatever you want to call them. Like, you know, you don't want to take a vaccine, you don't agree with the government, you know, like China. You know, you get caught speaking on the government, your social credit get taken away, all types of shit. Like this gang stalking shit, you know, and eventually laws would be put into effect where this should be legal, like, you know, and once everybody, you know, becomes a part of this fucking grid that they're putting us on, you know, they're gonna understand what we were going through. They're gonna see what we were going through. And it's gonna be too late. It's gonna be too late by then. These girls are opposition. We're talking about honey pots. It's some good chicks out there, man. How long they stay good is up to how strong they are mentally. Because make no mistake, as soon as you get into a relationship, these people are going to approach the person you got into a relationship, and that person's either going to change, or that person might be legit and just like, you know, maybe not join them and play into their game bullshit to harass you, but they're gonna legitimately think like, nah, I don't want to be with this person if they're telling me this about them. Or the person's just gonna fucking, you know, have a new job as a gang stalker. But, you know, like anything else, man, there are some legitimate females out there. They're fake love. Yeah. Well, I mean, targeted individuals are like underground people, if you will. Like, I forget that movie with Sylvester Stallone and fucking Denzel Washington, but, you know, where the people were fucking, you know, you had your regular fucking people, and then you had the people that weren't with the system and shit. So you just gotta find you somebody who ain't with the system, pretty much. Ain't with the bullshit. Okay, so we gotta all hit the club. They killing my girl. Yeah, they killing all of us, man. Anybody who's targeted and getting hit with microwaves now, just prepare yourself, because once 6G comes into effect, it's gonna be a whole lot more of us. A whole lot more of us. And 6G is coming soon. 5G, they're already cooking the shit out of us with 5G. But when that 6G come out, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide now, but, you know, once that 6G come out, then people can think it's just a joke if they want to. All them headaches and fucking miserable feelings and shit that you've had the past year or two due to them fucking smart meters on the side of your house and all the Wi-Fi in your house. Yep. That shit is cooking your ass too. You just don't know it. You think it's something normal. So once you get the grips on it, you start researching that shit, and you're like, oh man, this is what the fuck is going on. This is what's killing me. This is what's giving me headaches and shit. Full blown targeted. They gonna try to keep you quiet, keep you from being on the internet talking about it. So they're gonna ruin your credibility real quick. Let me see. Shay Morning. I heard Tony H. Woman from Africa. All of us, they begging. What do you mean? From Africa, all of us. They begging. Something is fucking. Why is my dash light still lit for some reason? This shit should be off. Fucking battery keep draining and shit. They begging. Yeah. Yeah, it sucks, man. This shit sucks. I'd rather be fucking working right now at a job, you know, putting my little contribution into society, and being a productive citizen. But these motherfuckers got me running around ducking fucking electromagnetic frequencies and microwaves and dealing with fucking people harassing the hell out of me, wearing certain colors to trigger me off on. This is crazy, man. Motherfucker damn near want to become Amish. Get rid of all the technology and just live off the fucking land. Eat fucking squirrels and fucking snake meat. Stay the fuck away from people, man. They begging. Just don't fall into the energy. Yeah. Try not to, man. I try my hardest, bro, every day. Like, every day is a battle. Like, some of the shit you can, you can just bypass, but some of that shit, man, it's just like, damn, man. Don't you motherfuckers, like, every day is just a work in progress. Every day is a work in progress. We got this goofy shit. They're like doing goofy shit like that with my daughter's mom. My daughter's mom is she's tall and she's blonde. Like, I think I think that they think like that shit affects me, but like I'm way over her. Like, why they do that, I have no idea. Because since they supposedly know everything, they should know. Like, that does not bother me in the least. A 5-year-old used his whole life thrown around nonstop. Yeah. I think dealing with him is mind control. It's definitely mind control because you're having to you're into fucking survival mode. Like, you're into, like, and you know, people say I'm always in survival mode, but you know, you're not in survival mode to this extent. And so it's definitely mind control. Like, they're putting you into a fight or flight type of mode. The whole thing is to wear us down and get us to do some unlawful shit. Shit that'll get us put on the news. Like, that's the thing. So they can fucking fulfill whatever fucking agenda. Fulfill whatever fucking agenda that they have. You know. I think dealing with them is like, the whole LGBT is bullshit. Yeah. Yeah. Man, you can't even really blame it on them because a lot of them get gang stalked as well. But I do notice a lot of them participate as well. We supposed to feel watched all day. Yep, pretty much. They have us in a box, man. It's like a magic trick. If they could keep us in basically they circle us, you know, and we're in this box. So we get them coming at us, harassing us, and like on a larger scale of this box, it's like this box is inside of another box because not only are you, you're tripping off these people that have you boxed up. So the regular people in the other box, the invisible box, I should say, like that fucking, you know, are within the same perimeter because there'll be innocent people walking within that same perimeter. You know, you're so fucking in survival mode and on point to everything. Like, it's almost like an induced fucking schizophrenia and shit because you really can't tell who's who. You know, I mean, you're gonna have fucking, you're gonna be able to tell the perps and shit, of course, but you know, it might be an innocent person walking with a red shirt. You feel me? And just happen to be scratching their fucking head, and you know, you think that they're one of them, like, you know, and to the point, like, some people even fucking flip out and might go do something to that person, and that person don't even know what the fuck is going on. That's why this program is so evil, because, you know, they put innocent bystanders, you know, and they don't give a fuck about, you know, they don't give a fuck about the innocent bystanders and shit. I noticed, like, at the parks, You know, they give out clothes to homeless people and shit. And they give them a lot of red shit and all black and red shit. And it's like you're fucking throwing all these fucking homeless people on top of the ones that get paid to harass you and shit. But there's other ones that just don't know. They think they got free clothes and shit. They don't even know, like, they're playing a part to your fucking mind control bullshit. Like, it's evil, man. It's evil. And, like, anybody can be a victim from a fucking... I mean, the targeted individual's already a victim, but I'm talking about on the outside. It could be a perp that could be a victim. It could be an innocent person that could be a victim. You know, it could be the actual target, you know, killing themselves and becoming a victim, you know. This shit is evil, man. They by other than the creator to not enjoy life. Yeah. All these girls wearing silver and gray, insane teeth. Oh, that's what they're using in your targeting? Yeah, stop for reaction once the rip and reactive play victim. Yep. You have family? Yeah, I got family, but I don't know. I feel like they're compromised. Like, I talk to them still, but well, I know they've been compromised. You know, to the point, because I got plenty of videos exposing this shit, and they tell me they can see it. You know, they've said they could see, like, the targeted and shit, but you know, try and explain it to them and shit, and they act like, you know, they don't want to hear it. It sounds like you know, you try and explain it to them, and they think you're going through some type of paranoia and shit, asking you, like, why would these people still be, you know. So I don't really even, you know, talk to them about the targeting. They either know or they don't. They're either a part of it or they're not. You know, to my fucking, you know, how the police say in the courtroom, my experience on the streets tells me that this person was doing such and such and such. Well, my experience as a targeted individual tells me that they've been compromised. So, you know, I just take the bitter with the sweet. Trust them as far as I can throw them. Don't trust them as far as I can throw them, and just, you know. I detect any type of negative energy, shut that shit down, and just get out of the vicinity. So I really ain't got time for family harassment. Like, these people harass me enough. Like, family harassment, I ain't got time for that shit. Y'all find somebody else you ain't finna get paid to harass me. Four accidents having a girl 2023. They're nothing without me, 100%. My celebrities being stalkers. Yeah, they do, man. No support. Motherfuckers hate themselves being losers. They've been. Yeah. Definitely. They hate reality. They do. Double black and red. I got black and red tattoos, supposed to be a blood. Wrong guy. We all need girlfriends. I don't think we all need them. I mean, it would be nice to have one, but needing one, not in the, I don't think, in the situation that I'm in, I don't really think I could bring, like, no one on board. Like, there was once, it almost happened, but, the more and more I thought about it, I was just like, nah. And then I was listening to her and shit. It damn near sounded like she had been compromised and shit. So I was like, nah. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Enjoy your life, but, like, bringing somebody on board, I guess if it was just a harassment, it would depend on, mentally how strong she was and shit. But with the electronic torture and shit, I wouldn't want to bring nobody on like that. Maybe I guess if there was like a targeted individual dating site where you could match with somebody who's going through the exact same thing as you, I guess it wouldn't be so bad. That wouldn't be such a bad idea, but, just selecting a regular person out in society, I don't think so. We're all losing dating-wise. Just give you more time to study the situation they got us in. Eventually, if it's meant to be, somebody's gonna cross your path. But no need to be on a rush. In a rush. And you gotta watch your thoughts. Like, that's what I mean with that synthetic telepathy shit, man. You gotta watch your thoughts and shit. When you fuck around and be on the internet scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and selecting a bunch of different girls, and they have a way to fucking, these people are dirty, man. They're evil. And you fuck around and be scrolling them, and then they have them set up on the fucking dating site, so the ones that are part of their fucking circle will fucking hit you back. And next thing you know, you're dealing with a mind fuck. You're dealing with hella honeypots. The program is evil. Yeah.
better future.
That's Udi Goren, cousin of Tom.
These girls not here no more. I don't know what you mean by that. What you mean by they're not here no more? Mentally? Yeah. It's not just the girls though, bro. It's not just the girls. It's a lot of people. Girls, dudes. I think the sanest things on the planet is the animals. You feel me? They only kill when they need to eat or defend themselves. Feel me? They don't do half the shit a human would do to their baby. Like, I think animals are the most sanest things on this planet. It's impossible to connect. Yeah, and that, you know, that's because social media, that's just a whole bunch of other type of mind controls that take into place. Like, people ain't social no more, period. One tail light, of course. Noticed the truck pulled in to stop it, so I would notice it. Pulled out, whatever. Like, these are the type of psychological games they play. Yeah, it's all fucked up, man. The world is fucked up, man. But there is, like I said, though, there are some good females out there. But I'm in a position right now. Like, that type of shit I can shut down from. Like, I don't feel like I need to be in a relationship. Like, and especially like if I feel like there's a chance that you'll be compromised or anything like that. Like, you know, I'm not even gonna put myself in that situation. I'm not even gonna put myself in that situation. Because on top of the bullshit you're gonna have to deal with the, you know, regular targeting and shit, you're gonna have a whole fucking mental war going on just dealing with the relationship, you know, especially if it's real fucking narcissistic and fucking arguments all the time and shit. Like, that's the type of I can't, that type of shit like fogs my brain. Like, arguments and shit like that, I just cut out. Like, I just leave. I'll talk to you in a couple days or something. Give you time to cool off, because I'm not finna get no headache. And that's the same thing with trying to explain this fucking targeting to people. Like, you know, if I feel I can trust you and shit, like, or I feel like you feel me, like, you know, and not asking for help or anything like that, like, but, you know, like, just getting it off my chest, like what I'm going through, and, you know, you start playing that. Are you okay? Are you paranoid? Or like, have you been getting sleep? That type of shit. Like, I shut it down real quick. Like, all right. Let's talk baseball. Switch up the conversation, because I'm not gonna run myself crazy trying to explain this shit to nobody. It's like motherfuckers nobody to a big bro. No matter what. Yeah, I don't really trip off that, bro. If a relationship comes, that should have just come. If we die, who gonna care or be there? Like, that's you know what? Like, that's the point. I know it sounds crazy. Excuse me, that's legitimate. I know it sounds crazy and shit, but like, that's the part I came to terms with. Like, I don't even care no more about that. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm and I don't want to die. Like, I don't get that wrong. Like, I don't want to die, but you know, I came to terms, like, you know, these people are gonna kill me with these fucking, you know, these frequencies and this EMF and microwave bullshit. Like, they're gonna kill me, give me cancer or whatever. Like, that, I'm already, like, I'm content with that. I'm content with, like, you know, probably nobody's gonna be there, you feel me, when I die. Like, I don't even care about that shit no more. Like, I'm just like, when it comes, it comes. That's where I'm at with it right now. When it comes, it comes. Like, they're not gonna have me running around scared, thinking I'm gonna die. Like, I'm gonna die, like, just like, you know, I'm not. And that shit don't mean nothing to me. Not no more. Like, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I don't want to die, but I'm not gonna be afraid that they're gonna kill me. That I'm not like. People think we're crazy. Yep. But, you know, like I said, in the future, they'll see, like, they'll understand what we were going through. Bro, I'm telling you, this fucking, this digital ID that they're bringing in, to where you're gonna have to use the internet, you're gonna have to use this digital ID. And once they get that shit kicking off, it's gonna be next to currency. It's gonna be digital currency. Like, they already doing that shit in the UK. Like, once that shit fucking, they're gonna implement China's fucking bullshit. Watch what I say. They're gonna implement China's bullshit as far as the, what is that shit called? Well, I can't think of the name of it, right? It's social credit, I think it's called. To where if you fucking jaywalk or you fucking, you know, that they can fucking lock your fucking bank, your money down. They can deduct money. It's finna be bad, and people that are not with that shit, they're finna get stalked and harassed. Anybody who speaks on the government, stalked, harassed. Get your money shut down. Get restricted from the internet. Like, you're literally gonna be a slave, pretty much. They do that shit in China already. This is just the fucking, you know, the beginning. That's why we all single and broke. Yeah. Seize the opportunity, explore nature. You're not in nature now. No, I know I'm not in nature. I know I'm not in nature. If I could find some place to go where I could just buy up some fucking groceries and just go lounge up there, I would definitely do so. But I'm not going too high up on the mountain. Crazy ass mountains with no fucking rails. Going up long, high up in the fucking hell nah. Deer jumping off the fucking shit. I know what when I worked for this street team shit, we went up to some park. It was like high up. It was high up in the fucking hills, and the roads didn't have like you could see fucking cars that had fell off the fucking thing because they had no rails, side railings and shit. And the people that live up there, they drive crazy. Like they know the roads so good. Like they drive fast and shit. Like I couldn't do that shit. But yeah. But we were cleaning up garbage like on the side of the on the roads and shit. And you could look down and just see hella cars that fell down and shit. And they just left it down there because it'd be more, they say it's more expensive for them to, lift the cars from down in the little, whatever, ravines or whatever. So they just leave them down there, like 5-6 different cars and shit. Seas, explore nature. The program always been opposition with women. Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a lot to that too, man. I think there's a lot to that, like it's like they know you're not gay, but if we could put you in situations or make you think that you're never gonna be with a girl, fucking send synthetic telepathy to you, implant memories and shit, like basically seeing if they can fucking, switch you. Like I bet like if we switched up and just fucking went full blown gay, like they probably wouldn't even fuck with us. They probably wouldn't even fuck with us. They'd probably just let us be. Crazy. Family divorce, add medication. Molestation, stalk relationships to isolate. Yeah. And a lot of the shit, like, is custom. You know, they customize it to your life. Like, you know, just based on they've been fucking following you and studying you your whole fucking life and keeping documentation on you, like the shit that they implement in your targeting. You know, they know where to tick you off. They know where to get you going and shit. But that's why, like, the psychological shit, like, as long as you fucking are fucking worried about what somebody else thinks about you, if you let them fucking psychologically fucking remote control you because you're worried on what they're projecting out to you, maybe something that happened into your life, then you're gonna be really fucked up. Like, there's people that get really fucked up off this shit, and they're like, I can't take this no more, because they're ashamed and, you know, all this fucking bullshit, and then they end up, you know, committing suicide or worse, you know, killing a bunch of people and then killing themselves, and whatever the scenario is not a good one. But as long as you let that shit go, all you gotta worry about is the microwaves and shit. Like, but me versus me and versus them, no, that shit ain't gonna work out. Not in your favor. None of it works out in our favor, but that definitely won't. Get a wig from the salon. Yeah, all the shit they want. Motherfucker bragging and like, fuck up. But it's there. Yeah. Yeah. Because I can tell you they've done a whole lot worse than what you've done in their lives. Fuck their feelings, can't nobody date them. Yeah, and then like, alright, so let me ask you this. If there was a gangsta willing to date you, and she was everything you've ever wanted as far as looks, would you date her? that's something I don't want to have to think about, man. If I have to second guess it, you know, and I'm the type of person, like, you know, I'll let it go as far as I'll let it go. Like, I'm not gonna trip out off the first couple things that you know you might do to, you know, try and harass me or some shit. Like, I'm not gonna just automatically think because you do a couple things that are related to my harassment that you're perping me. But, you know, at the same time, you know, you're only gonna get away with that shit. If you are targeting me, you're only gonna get away with that shit for so long. Like, you might have a job still with the perps, but you ain't gonna be getting paid to harass me and throwing me all types of fucking brain fucks and shit. That'll never happen. $13 years. Yeah, that's why being a target, I'm not tripping off relationships like that. All they care about is their feelings. That's the setback. Or if they're targeting you, it's not even that. It's the job. They're there to fucking, you know, they're there to fucking perform a job, a task. And that task is to fuck you up even more mentally. Have you going through it, feeling ups and downs. You know, good one minute, bad the next minute. Because the good times may seem good, but the bad times are the fucking times that fucking, you know, are created to fucking, because they know what's gonna fucking set you off. They know all that shit. Like, they know your ticks, your buttons to push. So it's just gonna be fucking, it's gonna be a miserable ass ride. I'm not in no rush for that. That's just a bad. They live in off their emotions for the bad. Having to define Ohio every day and gang stalking and a fake gang. Yeah. Can't argue with traffic. Never gonna win. True. Oh shit. My battery's dying. I gotta charge my phone up for a little bit. But I'll start another live in a little bit. Have a good day as possible. And I know it's hard going through this bullshit, but